Hello friends, welcome to my lecture on three cylinder cascade method. I am using Fluid Sim H, that is Fluid Sim Hydraulics, for this purpose, where the three cylinders are in cascade and we have to develop a logic which is given as A plus, B minus, C plus, C minus and A minus. Okay, so this is the logic to be developed. Now here in this case, as you can see, B plus and B minus, this is consecutive expansion and contraction. Similarly, for C plus and C minus, there is consecutive expansion and contraction. So in such cases, you need to use cascade method, because shift resistor methods has got some constraints. Therefore, cascade method is recommended for such sequences where there is consecutive expansion and contraction. Okay, so now the requirement is three cylinders, double acting cylinders we have chosen, A, B and C. By using distance rule, we have placed the sensors S1, S2, S3, S4 and S5, S6. So these are the sensors which sense the movement of piston. Okay, so in this bottom dead position and top dead position, similarly for the other two cylinders. Now for actuation of these actuators or cylinders, you need a direction control valve. For the purpose we have used 4x2 DCV, okay, which is of course pilot actuated, as you can see on both sides, and it is having an energy supply element and also a tank. So similar setup for the other two cylinders also. We have used 4 cylinders and 4x2 valves, DCV valves. Okay, now what else you need is, you need cascade valves, because this is a cascade method. So you need a cascade valve, and the rule for uh, using quantity of cascade valves is number of cylinders minus 1. So since we have 3 cylinders here, we are using 2 cascade valves as shown here. Okay, so these 2 cascade valves, these are also 4x2 DCVs and pilot actuated. Okay, what else you need now? Now you need uh, the limiting valves actually, or the sensors, or you can say simply push buttons. Limiting valves are generally or ideally used 2 per cylinder. Okay, so let's have those limiting valves, which will be of course obviously uh, we'll choose yeah let's take a 3x2 valve as a limiting valve. So this is to be made mechanical, in fact, so we'll make it roller actuated, spring return. Okay, so this is one valve. Now you can replicate this, number of copies required as per that you go on making the valves. You will need 6 of such valves. Okay, that is why we are doing this exercise. So this is 5, and let's take one valve here on this side, and in addition you need one push button again. So for that purpose we'll again drag one 3x2 valve, and this is to be made simple manual uh, spring return push button. Okay, so this is the setup required for this circuit. Okay, so basically if you are developing a logic for sequence circuit, you know what all is required. You need energy supply elements, which are pumps and tanks. Pumps mainly, tank is for draining purpose. Okay, you can as well use power pack, but power pack will take a lot of space here. That is why you can just make use of simple pump, which is available in the library of Fluid Sim H. So we have used pump here and tank here. Okay, pump is energy supply unit and tank is for draining the oil. Okay, then you need uh, uh, control elements or the processing elements, which are nothing but the valves, direction control valves and these limiting valves. Okay, where actually the logic is developed. Okay, and in the third part you have only actuators, which are in this case linear actuators and double acting cylinders. We have chosen 3 double acting cylinders. Okay, now so let us start developing the logic and constructing the circuit. Okay, Now if you see, take a look at this, a plus b minus c minus a minus, what is to be done in cascade method is you divide this into number of groups. That is what we have done. A plus b plus is one group, b minus c plus is one group, and c minus a minus is third group. Okay, and for each of this group, the lines, source lines will deliver power to them. Okay, for example, first group a plus b plus will be given power by line L1. What is line L1 here? This is port A from this cascade valve. Okay, what is line L2? Line L2 is this port B from this cascade valve. So the port B or the source line of L2 will deliver power to B minus and C plus. Similarly, line source line L3 is this B port from the second cascade valve, and this will deliver power to the last group, that is C minus and A minus. So this is how the division is done, and for that we need two cascade valves. As per the rule, number of cylinders minus 1 is equal to the number of cascade valves to be used. Okay, that is why we have chosen two cascade valves. Now let's start building the circuit. Now A plus is actually direct, so from here you can directly connect to the source line. Okay, so this is your A plus, right? A plus, after A plus, what happens? S2 gets achieved, or S2 is true. So S2, what S2 will do? Will do B plus. So this has to be your S2, right? So this is S2, and this will give you B plus, right? And where do you get the power for this? Again from the same source line, because as we know, A plus and B plus will get the power from this first source line. Okay, so A plus and B plus is done now. Next is B minus C plus, but after this there is break of sequence. So after B plus, what happens? S4 gets achieved, or S4 gets true. So this will give you B minus. Okay, so B minus has to be achieved from actually the second line, but here in this case what you have to do is again here B minus is direct, so this you connect to the second source line. Okay, now here you need a power here. There is a switch over of power from source line 1 to source line 2. That happens through this sensor. Okay, so this is nothing but your S4, right? And you also need to connect, because through sensor and the cascade valve this is happening, so we'll connect it here. Right, so this is now B minus we have done. So what is after B minus? You have C plus. Okay, after B minus, what is happening? S3 is getting true. So this is nothing but S3, right? So once S3 is true, you get power like this. And C plus you are getting from which line? Again the second source line, that is L2, correct? So now we have done up to C plus. After C plus, what happens? S6 gets achieved, or S6 becomes true. So this has to be S6, right? Now S6 you got. So S6, this is again direct one. So after C plus, this is direct, so this you have to connect. But this is going to the third line, correct? Because as we know, C minus and A minus are going to be delivered by this third source line coming from second cascade valve. So that is why we have connected this. Okay, right? Now, uh, yeah, and now this line you have to connect to the cascade valve, because for C minus A minus Z minus and A minus, the power is through cascade valve and sensors. Okay, so this you are done with. Now what remains is, after C minus, S5 is getting true. So when S5 is getting true, okay, you will achieve A minus, right? Correct. This is A minus, and A minus from where you are getting? You are again getting from this source line 3. So this you have to drag and attach to source line 3. So this A minus comes from the source line 3. Okay, so you are done with now, and this is your S1. When S1 is true, what is happening? A plus will take place again. This is cyclic process. Understood? Now these two are remaining. These you have to connect to this. You have to connect here to the cascade valve, and from here also you take a line here. Okay, and from here to here. So this completes the circuit. I hope you have understood. It is grouped. Three groups are there: A plus B plus. A plus B plus is delivered by this first source line, and after that there is change of sequence. So from this source line you have to take a tap here. To this valve there is and this valve there is change of power to this second source line, which delivers power to B minus and C plus, and after that there is again break of sequence, and C minus and A minus are delivered by this source line, third source line. Okay, because we need 3 source lines, we have used 2 cascade valves. Okay, now check if there are any open spaces, and those you have to plug in. Okay, I think you will be able to see there are a lot of open spaces, so just try to plug them with the help of pump. Here you will need a pump and a tank, and again a pump here and a tank, okay. I think few more tanks you will be needing here. You can see open spaces. Wherever there is open space, you attach the tanks. There is open space here. Where else? Yeah, here it is. Here there is one requirement of tank, and you will also need here a pump here, because this is to provide it with some power, like we provided power here for this valve. Okay, now I think we are done with. Now yeah, there is one tank required here. This you can drag a little. Okay, now you are done with the circuit. Now you have to check if it works. The sequence is, see here, A plus B plus, then B minus C plus, then C minus A minus. So this should work out with the arrangement. So let's try to simulate it. Okay, open connection. Where is open? Yeah, there is some. It is showing some open connection. See here. So you have to take a tank here, connect it. Okay, now you are done with. Now let's try again to simulate. Yeah, so as you can see now, the line 3 is energized, which is giving you C minus and A minus. Okay. So if you press this button, you should get the sequence. Let's see. A plus, B plus, B minus, C plus, C minus, A minus. Correct? I think the sequence is working. This is how you need to develop a logic for uh, 3 cylinders with cascade method. Okay. Thank you.